Hello. I just thought I'd talk a little bit more today about the subject of Satan from my own point of view and experience, and what that makes me think and feel about what can be offered, or the opportunity that people have in coming into a relationship with Satan. In my experience, Satan is a manifestation of Set, or of the same energy and being which Set is. That is the conviction I've come to over years, and I think people need to appreciate that, because it's a very, very rare thing to have this sort of manifestation of an ancient god of this kind. Set is a very singular god, is a quite extraordinary god, and I do believe that Satan is almost like an emanation of Set, an emanation which has occurred during our last dominant historical period, and I think that makes relationship with Satan an extraordinary opportunity. Obviously also means that the relationship with Satan is charged with various kinds of difficulty and various things to work through. The energy around Set is highly initiatic. It's very intense. It's of a very high level and high order. It is really an energy of the mysteries of initiation, I feel. And to actually engage in this will take you through things. It will take you through crises, and it will precipitate crises. It will bring about processes which will end up not exactly not where you want to be, but with roots which may not have very much concern for your preconceptions and your preferences. Nevertheless, I feel that Set as a god is an entity which few people have the chance to relate to, and there are many reasons for that. Things only happen when they're meant to for a person, really, at a certain level, and so coming into a relationship with Set is a real journey, and it's one which won't give up on you once you've started it. It's one which really won't leave you, no matter how long it lies fallow. So that for me is the background to a modern relationship to Satan. Because Satan is the most extraordinary thing in that Satan is relatively accessible. And to have that kind of degree of accessibility with what is basically the same reality as Set is an extraordinary opportunity. And it's one which needs to be taken seriously and treated with reverence and respect. I wonder sometimes if modern Satanists actually appreciate this and really understand what they're, well, on the one hand, what they're getting into, but also understand just how serious this is, and what sort of sincerity this requires. Because I can't help feeling that if people did, they wouldn't be coming on with well, endless memes, you know, and endless LaVey quotes about philosophical Satanism. Not that I don't rate LaVey's work, I really, really do, actually. But it's, as with any mass movement and mass subculture, you tend to end up with a lowest common denominator product, which people then reproduce ad infinitum. And you see that quite a bit. So one thing is maybe that I don't know if modern Satanists appreciate how serious and how rare this opportunity is, but also I'm not sure if they entirely appreciate that the risks involved in taking on a left-hand path of direct experience, if they don't understand the risks. Now, the risks aren't meant to lead to extreme fuck-ups, yeah? They're not meant to lead to them, but they can. Unfortunately, what seems to happen with something like a subculture like Satanism is that a number of people take these mistakes and they see them almost as a badge of honor, and so you get an identification with things which are unintelligent simply because they can occur. But the thing is, you're meant to learn from things. You're meant to sincerely learn from things, correct things where you need to, and move forward from there. Satan, Set Shaitan, is not going to do the work for you, and he's not going to just look after everything for you. He's not going to stop you making your own mistakes, but he will re-establish balance and order in his own good time. But when it happens, there'll be absolutely no mistake that balance and order has been re-established. So I think that's one of the main things I wanted to say, really. If you are a Satanist, take your path seriously, take your God seriously, and realize that this is a very unusual and a very rare opportunity to actually have a relationship with this kind of entity.
Oh, yeah.
And I really would wish anybody well who engages in Satanism and embarks on this path, because it is a serious path, and it's an initiatic path, and it's a path of a very authentic form of occultism. And I would hope that people understand that and recognize it, and treat it accordingly, and treat it with the respect and the sincerity that it deserves. Anyway, that's all now. My dog's gonna definitely bring an end to this video anyway. So anyway, I wish you well, and I